Hey, so this is what I made in 3 days using Codex. It's a funny little learning suite which uses spaced repetition and a few other clever tricks to help get things properly locked into your memory. It's also designed to be modular, with a well-defined schema that makes it easy to use AI to help create both learning packs and mini-games. The best part is the garden. This isn't just a pretty background. Each plant represents a specific piece of knowledge that the user's learning. This flower might represent how well I remember the name of the Mona Lisa, while another might represent who painted it. I'll show you from the start. We begin in an empty meadow, so let's choose a pack of seeds. Each of these packs was made by ChatGPT, with me only having to add the pictures. There's also a full pack designer, which lets you create and modify packs without having to edit JSON files. So I select famous art. We get a choice of flower packs as a reward. I think I go with this one with the bluebells. Now we can play one of the mini games and start learning. This is just a basic flashcard game. The first time we see something, it introduces us to the question and answer, then it gives us a quick quiz. This is important because it's fun, but also because successful recall is a key part of remembering something long term. For each item that we're introduced to, we earn a flower. We can plant them in the garden as seedlings. Then watch the garden grow as we progress through the subject. With spaced repetition, the gap between reviews gradually increases as the memory becomes stronger. That progress is represented by the plant itself. It wilts if the memory needs to be watered, and grows through several stages as the user continues to review it, until it finally blooms as a well-established memory. Users can also practice whenever they like outside the spaced repetition schedule, but flower growth is only advanced by genuine scheduled recall. I've made a few basic minigames so far, and adding new ones is very simple. Each minigame is entirely self-contained and is handed the learning material it needs, so someone can come up with their own game idea or modify an existing one to suit their tastes, using a tool like Codex. All the minigames then return the results in the same central learning system. This makes it easy to track progress across different games, while still updating the same memories and the same flowers. Packs can also suggest follow-up packs, so one subject can naturally lead into another. This could work particularly well for something large like language learning, art history or science, where progress can be broken down into smaller connected packs. On top of the flowers, the user also earns garden points for completing rounds and finishing whole seed packs, etc. These can be spent on garden furniture. Makes it a bit more fun to create a very beautiful and very interesting garden. When a garden row becomes full, it can be pushed backwards to make space for new flowers. Over time, this allows a large meadow to emerge, filled with plants representing knowledge of many different subjects. The project is open source already, so people can download it and experiment with it today. At the moment it runs locally just for one user, but I'd like to continue developing it and eventually put it on the Jumble Sale of Stimuli website when we get that up and running. I could create a place where community-made packs and mini-games can be shared. Maybe the garden could even become a background for a user's profile page, a visible record of everything they've learned, and a real reason to keep learning.